Hey everybody, welcome to Lucero Makerspace. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to make marble paper. But I have a surprise for you guys. We're going to make not one, but two different kinds. So we're going to come over here, and some of our supplies we're going to use for both, but these are items that you have around your kitchen or your bathroom. So we're doing shaving cream first, and this is one example that we're going to make. Just different techniques, and it's amazing color, and if you feel it, it feels like velvet. So you need shaving cream. You want foam, not gel. Food coloring, some kind of stirring stick, popsicle stick, or a stick from outside, whatever. I have a gift card, but you don't have to use a gift card. It's how we scrape off the food coloring and the shaving cream. You can also use an old cereal box. You just want some kind of stiff cardboard. You can do it on canvas, wood, printer paper. I'm going to talk about the printer paper. You have to be a little cautious on that because it does tear just a little bit when it's wet, but sometimes that's just happy little accidents. You can use craft paper of like mixed media. My favorite kind of paper to use is watercolors, and you can you can easily pick this up at Walmart or the dollar store. You can use cardstock. The thicker the better, but sometimes it's just whatever you have around the house. And I have construction paper and all kinds of other little different weights of papers. And you can just experiment with what works the best. But for this, I'm going to actually use some copier paper here and cardstock to show you what we're going to do. Let's get a little organized here. And I like to do a reusable lid. This is your ice cream lid that you can just reuse, or you can use a plate, or a plastic lid from like Tupperware. The only thing is, you're using shaving cream, so it's super easy to wash off. But I always like to have a trash can nearby and just protect your clothes. Wear an apron or use some clothes that you can get dirty. And if you don't want your hands to look colorful, wear some gloves. And I always like to have a stack of paper towels around just in case if you make a mess, and protect your surfaces also. But let's get going here. And the favorite part about this I love is it's a surprise of what the colors turn out. Because I put in some green food coloring the other day, and it came out orange. So I'm just putting some. You can just play with your amount. It doesn't have to be all flat because we're going to play with it. So we're going to do orange or yellow, red. And if you don't remember, you can always add and edit or add different colors on here, the recipes right there, if you want some other colors than your primary colors. So I'm just going to blob that in there. And then here comes the magic part. I'm just going to twirl it around. And sometimes it kind of reminds me of unicorn colors. It just depends on what colors you have. So just twirl it just a little bit, however you like it. I'm going to stop right there. And we're going to use the canvas. And I'm just going to gently plop it on there and pat it on there. Make sure it becomes nice and wet. And this is where you want to be careful with when you're using your regular copier paper. And then gently raise up. And then it looks like little marshmallows or little puffs. But here comes the fun part. You're going to grab your, and if you don't have an old gift card, use an old credit card or ID, but please don't use your current ones because I'm not sure what water and magnetic strip will do to that. So please don't use one that you're using currently. And I'm just going to scrape it off. And scrape it off. And that came out a little white. So you might want to come in and add a different layer if you want. And just let it sit for a little bit. And this is the best part about it. If you don't like it, you can always just redo it. And if you like it, you can always redo it. And I'm going to add just a little bit more plop over here. And you do get a little messy. All right, now let's see what happens. Just love the colors. It looks like pastel colors. So there's one example. Leave that there to dry. And let's do paper. And again, all I'm doing is plopping it on there. And the paper, it's easier to notice of when it's kind of wet. And I just kind of gently rub it on there. Just wait for a couple seconds. And here in a couple minutes, I'm going to show you another marbling thing, and then I'm going to show you what you can do with these. All right, so we're going to let's do it this way so you can see the reveal. And it's time to get messy. Ooh. See, if I left it on just a little longer, sometimes the colors intensify. And that's a part of experimenting and seeing what you like. So there's one. It looks kind of like marbling, like the marble shooters that you have. So there's one example of many things that you can do with this simple things that you have around your house. So now we're going to move some of my stuff over. Oh, and you guys let me know, because you may not want to throw this out, but I was thinking this would be really cool to just put this in a cup and then make slime, if your parents let you make slime. And I did try this adding glitter on it, but it kind of peeled off when I scraped it off. So I would say maybe the finer the glitter or just no glitter at all, because glitter is messy. So we're just going to put that away there. Now the other one that we're going to make is oil marble paper with oil, and you want some kind of container here, food coloring of course, and you want cooking oil, or you can use baby oil, whatever you have around the house, and of course some water. And I like to have little cups so that you can see what you're making. So this is what we're making. And I'm just going to add this right here. Let's do 3 colors. All right, so in here, you can use a spoon or just pour it in. I like to use a little pipette or eyedropper. And a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to actually just pour like a little bit. Just enough to give it some color. Now this one is kind of messy and it does take longer to dry, but the effect is like really cool. So before we make a mess, let's close this up. Move this out of the way. And then this is an old crafting container that we had around the library. So I'm just going to put some water. And we're just going to put about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, just enough to cover the bottom. So we'll put that over there. So we have our water, we have our food coloring. Now we're going to put, the cooking oil. Now we're going to put our drops in here, and I would say about 5 to 7 drops. So we'll do blue, let's do a purple. And let's do green. And like I said, if you want a different color, you can totally mix your colors of what food coloring you have. And then I'm going to grab another popsicle stick and stir that up. And then you can start seeing like the little bubbles, or like the little dots. And that's what makes the cool design. And you can always mix these up, but. And this is a great craft. Both are really cool for both ages, or any ages. It's a great craft for kids outside if you don't want the mess. All right, so you can easily just get a pipette if you want to and drop it in. Let me move this closer to you guys. And you can start to see the oil, or you can just dump and just go with the flow, because that's sometimes the best, the happy little accents that happen in making art or anything. Just try a little bit. And then the fun part is getting paper. And this is a little messy because you're messing with oil. I like to just dip it in there and just let it sit and just absorb it and pull it out. Oh, I want some more, so I'm going to dump it in. And if you don't want to get messy, just plop it in there. And this is when gloves would be nice to have if you want gloves, if you don't want to get messy. You can just let it sit for a minute and grab it. And then, ooh, you guys, look at that. This is like so oily, but so cool. So I'm going to put this over here on the paper towel or a newspaper because it is super oily. And just let that little just dry. And then about maybe an hour later, I would pat the oil dry. And then you can make what we're going to make here in a couple minutes. I want to try out another one. And this is just with your copying paper. Like, you can use all kinds of different papers for this. Dip it in there. Now for this, I'm going to be honest, I have not tried any glitter or anything like that. If you guys want to try it out, just let us know what worked and what didn't work. And then, it's kind of like this. Oh, there's some color. I'll just put that over there for you guys to see. And it will dry on paper, on newspaper. It's just kind of messy. So now we have the fun part, and you guys can explore what colors you want. And if you want to add more, you can for sure add more or dump this out. Just be careful you're adding oil down the drain. I would possibly put this in a water bottle and then put it in your trash, just because you don't want to mess up your pipes. If you're doing a little, because it's a lot of, if you do a lot, that's a little too much oil down your pipes. So, like I said, the typing paper will rip if you pull it off the shaving cream, but you can always just kind of make a happy accident on that. On the shaving and the oil part, you can write on Sharpie. Over here, I made a little note card. You can send a little card saying hello to everybody or something like that. It does have a little oil, so I would have liked to dab the oil away. So use paper towels for sure for that. You can make these really cool jewelry pieces. I just made a little button and threw some string through it. And there's a cool, and I did put a layer of decoupage or glue on it. I forget what it was, but just to make it a little more stiffer. And this is the oil marble paper. And then the other day, Miss Christy and I made some cute earrings. We just added a little hole and add some little earrings, and there you go. So the endless possibilities. Or if you want just a simple decoration part, just throw it in a picture frame and just throw it on the wall if you want to do that. Or on the refrigerator. I also did some little journals that had canvas on it on both sides. I did this with the shaving cream, and it's so soft. I wish you guys could feel it. And then I did a bookmark, just ripped up little slides on that. I'm going to test this out. I tested wood out on the shaving cream, and it just looks so cool. I'm not sure if this will actually fit. Oh, it does. Awesome. I've never tried this, you guys. This is news to me. We'll just try it out together. And these are just simple ones I just got from like either the dollar store or Walmart. Came up a little bit, but I would say probably paper is your best bet on that. Threw it on a magnet. The endless possibilities, you guys. So stay tuned for next week, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. And don't forget to sign up for summer reading program. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.